Our story starts about 13 months into our tenancy with the private landlord. We'd just taken a property in Cornmarket Street in Torrington and woke up one morning, I think it was about October 2014, and the downstairs carpet was just soaked. It was absolutely drenched. You could actually splash in it. It was that wet. We contacted the landlord and let him know, and he sent someone round to have a look, and it turns out there's actually a drain underneath the carpet, which I wasn't aware of. The landlord removed the carpet, which pretty much ended his input into the issue, and sent someone round to try and unblock the drains. They'd come round on a couple of occasions, but were rarely successful. It lasted for a while, but then just overflowed again. Environmental health did get involved eventually, but said that they found no evidence of any issue in the property. Southwest Water, however, did find a problem, and they tried to rectify it. I think it took them several goes to finally get it sorted, but that resulted in them pretty much getting sick of it and just removing the drain and filling it with concrete. We complained to the landlords before we got to that point. I mean, that's in 2018 that it finally got the attention of the media, because I made a short film sort of documenting all of our experiences. And this is from 2014 to 2018. I just got so tired of living with the state of disrepair in that property. We didn't have any fire alarms. The roof was leaking. My bedroom had a massive hole in the roof. There were rats upstairs in the loft that you could hear scurrying about at 2 o'clock in the morning. And the drain, eventually the drain did become, before Southwest Water filled it, did become a small water feature downstairs. And it was just flowing with water nearly constantly, especially if it was raining. Following the attention of the local media and the BBC, the landlord was served with a notice of entry from Environmental Health, who were going to come round and inspect. But again, they found no evidence of any issues. Apart from, I think they found excessive cold, because the radiators didn't work, excessive mould in the bathroom and the hallway. They didn't comment at all on the rats, and they didn't comment on the sewage that was flowing through the hallway. They said unless it was flowing at the time, there was very little they could do. In following the attention from the media and Environmental Health's notice of entry, we were served with a no-fault Section 21. And this led to us in September 2018, we were eventually evicted. I did go to court and I did defend it as a retaliatory eviction, but as Torridge District Council's Environmental Health Department didn't enforce any of their notices, we didn't have any option for any grounds for retaliatory eviction. As at the time that at the time we were evicted, we didn't have anywhere else to go. Couldn't get a reference from the landlord, obviously. Hadn't secured a new property. We made a homeless application to Torridge District Council. Whilst Torridge District Council were considering that, we went from hotel to hotel, back to Torrington, back to Bideford, and back to Torrington, until we were placed in a hostel, which is where we are now. Although the hostel isn't a great place to be, at least we were housed somewhere. We then found out shortly after, we went to the hostel in about mid-November 2018, and by I think sort of the second week of December, we were told that we were intentionally homeless, and there were a lot of issues that they say were our fault, which led to our eviction. We disputed that, so immediately instructed a solicitor to deal with the case. We appealed the decision, and it took months to try and get the appeal through and trying to get the whole issue resolved. We're now in July 2019, and a final decision has been made on the appeal by a senior member of staff, which is Steve Hurst at Torridge District Council. His decision is to uphold the decision finding us intentionally homeless. And despite being here for many months now, they've taken the rather aggressive position of saying, as we find you intentionally homeless, you have to get out. And we've got until the 14th of August 2019 to completely leave the property. Despite it being me and Kate, who's only just turned 16, they say that because we're intentionally homeless, they've got no more duty to us and that we're to leave. If we don't secure private rental accommodation, we will be on the streets. I think we're about, at this point, we're probably about 22, 23 days away from the eviction and have not secured another private rental at the moment. So at this moment in time, we don't know where we're going to be on the 14th of August.